Hello, welcome to Develop 901 Division of Planning and Development training module for the Acela Citizen Access Portal. This module is for the construction plumbing permit. So we're going to start with logging in. So if you click login here, it will take you to this page and you put in your username and password and log in. Click the home button right here. Okay, so there's a couple of ways you can get to creating an application. One is to click the construction enforcement tab at the top, and it'll take you to another page where you could say create an application, or you can go straight to this middle part under construction enforcement and click right here, create an application. It'll take you directly to the start. The first thing you need to do is that there is a disclaimer that you need to read. And so once you've read it, you're going to click the box next to it that you have read it and accepted the terms, and then click Continue Application. Okay, so now it's what type of application and what type of permit are you going to apply for? And this module is plumbing. So you can expand all of these, but plumbing is right here. So you want to expand plumbing, and you're either going to do commercial plumbing permit or residential plumbing permit. For this demonstration, let's choose commercial, but keep in mind that the workflow and the process is the same for either one. So we pick commercial and we're going to click continue. If you look at these areas at the top, you have the contact information, application information, supporting documents, the review, and the paying of fees. We are right now in the contact information part. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is add a licensed professional. So whoever has your plumbing license, that is the license you want to add. You can either add new or look up. So if you add new, you would choose the license type. In this case, it's going to be a contractor. Put the license number in, and then uh, do fill out all of the things, all the fields that have a red asterisk because they are required. But we're going to do a lookup. So if a license already exists and it's not expired, you will be able to find it. So we're going to do a lookup. The license type again is contractor, and we're going to put that license in here and then click look up. And it has found this license that has that number. So now it's associated with this application. The next section is the contact list. Now you'll want to read this all the verbiage here carefully because it is telling you what you need to have as a minimum contact type. And for this particular application, you have to have an applicant. And you see the triangle with the red exclamation point is telling you that that's at a minimum, you have to have the applicant. There's a couple of ways to do this. You can either add the contact as a new contact, or you can select from the account. Now, usually an applicant would be someone that you've already associated with your account. If it's not, then you would add new. But let's say we did that. So we're going to select from the account because we've added that as a contact associated with our account. And you see I have a couple of names here because these are the people that I have added as contacts as part of my account. And I'm going to choose this person to be the applicant and click continue. All right, so now you have to assign what is this. We said there was going to be an applicant because that was a minimum requirement. This is the address that was part of their contact information, and click continue. All right, so you've got a green check mark here that says you met the minimum requirement, but I'm going to add another one as an owner agent because I want that person to also get notifications and emails about what's happening with this application. So this one I'm going to add new. and we're going to call it, authorized agent, right? And click continue. And I'm going to put a name here. And we also need their contact address. The address type is a business, and I'm going to use a business address that I already know, the city, zip code. All right, so I have everything that has a red asterisk filled out, and we'll click Save and Close, and then click Continue. All right, so why would I do an authorized agent? So your applicant, let's say your applicant was one person in the organization that yes, they need to be notified, but another person is actually needs to be or notified as well. So that's what that is about. So I've got the required minimum, so I can continue application. Okay, where is this job being done? Now, we're going to do a best practice because there's a lot of information that has to be filled out and it has to be exact. So especially the parcel number and the owner name and their address and all that sort of stuff. So a really, really good, easy way and best practice is to simply put a street number here and nothing more, and then click search. Now, you're going to get a listing, and you've got multiple pages that you can just scroll through the pages of everything that had 125 or whatever number that you put there. And you can decide that, yes, this is the address I'm looking for. And what happens is the parcel ID is already put in, and also the owner name and the owner address. Then you have to actually select it to be a part of this application. So click select. Now, everything is filled out exactly, the zip code, the street type, everything, including the parcel ID, the owner name, and address. Now you have everything that you need for the location. You can click Continue Application. Right, so now this is the application information section right here. This is the details about the job you're going to do. You don't have to put a name here, but I'm going to put a name here. Right now, the detailed description. How detailed do we need to get? Um, Pretty detailed, actually. What you want to do is give enough information so that in the approval process for this permit, they know exactly what you're going to do. So don't be vague about it. Give them all the information that you can. But for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to put test because there's an asterisk here, so you have to put something. Okay, so now project details, class of work is something you have to put in. Is it an addition, alteration, repairs? What I'm going to say repairs. And I don't have any special conditions, so I'm going to click continue application. So there's some more application details here. Now, what I don't see is any red asterisks. But again, if there's some information that is helpful for the approver to approve this permit, you should go ahead and put that in there. Now, if you don't have that information at your fingertips right now, what you can do is scroll down to the bottom of the page and click Save and Resume Later so that you can add it later and you won't lose the data that you put in here. I'm just going to put a couple of things in here, like the valuation of the job is maybe $1,000. The unit type is other, and there's a disposal, however many units, there's one disposal, You see what I'm getting at? There's two sinks. Fill out as much as you possibly can about the project and click continue application. Supporting documents. Not some application types require you to upload uh, it's specific documents. This is not one of them, but you want to upload any documents that supports what you're trying to do, support your application process. And the way that you do that, you can either select from the account or add new. Since this is going to be project specific, it's probably not going to be a document that you've already uploaded that you use all the time that's associated with your account. So we're going to add new. And this will tell you what the maximum file size you can have and what kind of file formats you can have. Click add. Once it come in completely, you click continue. All right, so now you have to decide what type of document is this, and these are your options. I'm going to call this the backflow report. But you see what I'm saying? When you look at this, this right here tells you the types of things. Well, no, let's call it a design drawing. That makes more sense for the record that I put in here. The mechanical drawing. And put a description, even though there's not an asterisk here, it's a good idea to put a description. And click save. Okay, so now you have a document that's associated with this application, and you can continue the application. Okay, so now we are in the review process flow. Anything that you put in here, this application, you can change by hitting the edit button. So if you want to do another contractor license instead of this person, you can make a change. If you want to add additional contacts, you can add them here by clicking edit. If the location has changed, same thing. If you've got more details that you want to fill in, you can make that change. Same thing with the attachments. So let's say you have something else out of those options that you have, you want to go ahead and upload, you can make that. But if you're happy with everything, and now you can click continue application. Okay, we're in the pay fees area. Okay, so it's telling you what all the fees are, and the total is $52.84. That's for this application. We can click checkout. All right, so I've got more things in my cart. For example, here, I've got a commercial new construction permit. This is something that I applied for earlier, but I hadn't paid the fees yet, right? So I have a couple of options here. I can click continue shopping, and all of this will remain in my cart, and I can create another application type or whatever and come back to my cart and pay for it all at one time. A lot of people do that. But let's say I'm not really interested in paying for this right now. I only want to pay for this. I will hit edit cart and then remove this one right here. Click OK. Now it's removed, and this is what's going to be in my cart now. Click save and close. And I'm happy with that. I'm just going to pay the $52. So now I can click checkout. And then you are presented with putting in your credit card information. And so that is the end of this module. To see what happens after you've submitted an application, take a look at the records management module. Thank you very much.